Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching all of the mid-season finales of the CW TV shows. Let's talk about each and every single one of them. First, Supergirl. Supergirl, we get some more Kara and Mon-El drama. This is so riveting and great, isn't it, everyone? I gotta be honest, as much as I like the Supergirl TV show, this whole Kara and Mon-El and all of their drama. Look, I like the fact that they're at least getting closer to closure with the story. The fact that he got sucked into the time vortex and created Legion, and you see him with a new wife and he's moved on and she's so hurt and upset. I just want to get past this point. Let's talk about the villain. We now have a real true villain called Rain. Samantha has become Rain, and I was interested in this character, Samantha. She's a mother, she has her daughter Ruby, and I like the actress, so I wanted to see how we were going to get to a point where she became a villain. And the previous other episodes where you saw she found her own fortress of solitude, and then just they flip a switch and she becomes a different personality. I thought, how lame and lazy. Like, we're not even going to get to watch this character maybe change her view of the world, or maybe she learned something, or maybe something else happens that makes her become evil. No, she just becomes a different personality. I'm sorry, but that type of writing I think is lazy. But when she did become Rain, when you did see her in her costume at first, she swooped in like she was Batman, hunting down and beating up all those criminals, and okay, she killed them, so idealistically Batman shouldn't do that, but still it was shot very much like a Batman thing, so that was cool. She even went after Nathan Petrelli, who I guess is just serving as a placeholder for Maxwell Lord, because we never did find out what happened to that character. So they're just substituting him for Nathan Petrelli. And let me talk about how much I severely dislike Lena Luthor dating Jimmy Olsen. I hate it for one reason only. These CW superhero TV shows have so much soap opera drama, and every time they take characters, they say, hey, well, we don't know what else to do with them. We're not doing anything else with them. So let's have them date each other. Why? Why do all of these characters have to date? Why is that such a big thing with these shows? It is honestly, it's dumb, especially when you see characters or actors who don't have chemistry with each other. They're just being force-fed into this just forced relationship. Let's talk about the actual good part. Really, the only good part of the episode was Rain and Supergirl fighting. It was great. They meet on the rooftop, they go at it, and the special effects and the fighting choreography was actually pretty good. They're fighting through, they wind up in the office floor and beating each other up, and then they wind up outside and they're fighting in front of everyone, and Rain is beating Supergirl's ass. Supergirl, though, is hanging in there. It wasn't a complete domination. I did like that she got some good licks in there. Rain is so powerful that she's making Supergirl bleed, and everyone's seeing her bleed. She picks her up on the rooftop and drops her. And honestly, I was thinking, why doesn't Supergirl just fly? Like, you're letting yourself fall. Now, I know they said she was weak, or she looked like she was weak. And I guess that's the explanation. She was just weak. The Flash. Flash, elongated man, is annoying. I'm sorry, but he is. I don't find him funny. I don't find him humorous or likable. I don't even really like the actor. He's a waste of space, that character. Get rid of him. And let's talk about Caitlin, who she got kidnapped by Blacksmith, played by Katie Sackhoff, who at first I didn't know what to think. I mean, I like Katie Sackhoff in general, but I thought she was being over the top. And yeah, she had some of that here, but once you got the scene where she was telling Caitlin, hey, you know, you could do this. I got you because you're the best at this. And like a very real moment with her, I said, okay, I'm starting to like her. Sure, she was still evil and still threatening to kill them if Caitlin didn't do what she was going to do with the metahuman, the telepath. But still, I liked her a lot more. The Thinker, you find out that he hired Katie Sackhoff to take this telepath because he wanted to use him for himself. So now he put his consciousness into the body of this metahuman telepath kid, and he staged his own death with his old body to make it look like Barry killed him. Barry, who could have zoomed out of there, he just decided to stay, and he got arrested for this. And it was just like, what? This season of The Flash has severely disappointed me. I have not been behind really any of this going on. I thought the Thinker was an interesting character. As it stands right now, I don't know what his plan is or his goal. Now he's in the body of some younger guy, an actor who I didn't think is as strong as the other actor was, who I guess we're now getting rid of. And I'm seeing the previews of when Flash comes back, and one of the characters says to Barry, just tell everyone you're the Flash, and that's going to get you off the hook, presumably. And he's like, no, I can't do that, because if people know I'm the Flash, then this, and this. And I'm like, dude, just tell them you're the Flash. Come on, you'd rather sit in prison? Really? So the Flash is losing me this season. I'm surprised to hear that, to hear myself say that. Legends of Tomorrow. I will admit, Legends of Tomorrow is actually doing good. I've liked this season. I've loved Sarah Lance being the leader of the group. I think she's great. The whole plot of these Vikings in the New World times, they have this Bebo toy, which is hilarious. Like, they're using it as they think it's a god, and it's a toy though, but when they touch it, it says, oh, I'm hungry. And they're using that as if like, oh, it's giving us orders to go to war with these people, or it wants us to kill so-and-so. So the Legends had to go to that time and grab the toy and disregard it. But then all of a sudden Damien Dark shows up, and he's pretending to be Odin of Asgard. Now I know Odin and Asgard and Thor, it's all Norse mythology that is public domain. So they're not just taking a character from Marvel and using him in a DC show, although it is weird that they would do that, just in general. And you have that one agent, Ava, who might be a potential love interest for Sarah Lance. There was a moment when she said she's not the husband material type or whatever, and Sarah made a face towards that, and they've been sharing looks towards each other, so who knows? Who knows? But then you see them, they get in there, they presumably kill Dark's daughter, but we don't know for sure though, because then Sarah winds up in this realm with this character Malice, who could be the main villain now. We've been building towards, at first you thought maybe it was just Dark. Dark is back from the dead. But no, it seems like there's somebody bigger and grander and somebody who is all powerful, because they're hinting at, well, the reason why we're dealing with younger versions of ourselves, which at first I thought was just lazy writing and a huge big coincidence. But I'm impressed that the show is saying, no, like there's somebody out there who's making us interact with our younger selves and possibly changing the future or messing up the timeline. Young Stein, because the original Stein died last week, very emotional. And seeing Jefferson, the Back to the Future moment where he gives him the letter, but this time this Stein doesn't read it, he burns it, he doesn't want to know. And I like that because it was closure for the Stein character. And Jefferson ends up leaving. Arrow, we see Oliver and Felicity. They too got married because they glommed onto Barry and Iris's marriage, and they had to make it, turn it around and make it all about them. Felicity did, especially. So this isn't an engagement party, it's a marriage party. They already got married, and all of their friends and family are there, and you're seeing the team react to it. Now, I haven't loved the side plot of that detective who came in there and she's investigating Oliver, trying to prove that he's the Green Arrow. Honestly, that has annoyed me, that plot, because that detective is annoying, and it's something that we've already done with Oliver before, where the cops were onto him and then he proved his innocence, and I feel like we keep going back to that. And unless you just have him admit he's Green Arrow, it doesn't do much for me. It wasn't until Diggle found out that, or Lance found out that somebody on the team is willing to like testify in court against Oliver to say, yeah, he is the Green Arrow. And Oliver freaked out. He instantly was like, see, I shouldn't trust these people. He's trying to, like, they've been following them and watching them. And he thinks it's Dinah, because Dinah's been going around without telling anyone she's meeting the vigilante character, which, wow, what a lame reveal that was. That build up last year of who's this vigilante person. It's got to be somebody close to Oliver because of the way he was talking to him and how he knew all of his stuff. And then no, he's somebody who's not even close to Oliver. He's her ex-boyfriend. What? How lame and underwhelming could that be? Anyways, so she's meeting with him. Oliver sees that and goes, all right, I'm not trusting her. We're not going to call her for our mission. We're going to leave her hanging. And she realizes that they left without her. She confronts him. Oliver's blaming her. And then who but Renee? Wild Dog himself, this character that I've hated since day one. I've hated this character. I've hated this actor. Seriously, get rid of him. If you gave me a choice between get rid of Renee or get rid of Elongated Man on Flash, I would get rid of Renee because he's annoying and he says Haas too many fucking times. He calls everybody Haas and it's annoying. When Oliver was like, oh, you're the snitch? Get the fuck out of here. I cheered. I literally was sitting here in my chair and I said, yes, bye-bye, be gone, see ya. And he had this whole reason of, oh, she came to me and she said she knew she had proof that I was Wild Dog and she was going to use my daughter against me. So I didn't have a choice. Oliver was still like, get out. I said, I don't care what your reason was. I don't care that your daughter, I don't care because you're annoying. And then Oliver started to feel bad because he's like, oh, I would have done the same thing with my son. And Thea was like, yeah, but you wouldn't have sold anybody out to do it. But still, he gives him a second chance. He welcomes him back. Great. So then, on this mission, he doesn't listen again. That's another reason why I don't like him, is because he never listens to Oliver. Never, ever. And Oliver always just disregards it or laughs it off. This time, he was like, no. Because you've ruined the trust. I gave you a second chance, and you disobeyed me again. He kicked him out again. Thank you. Dinah ends up leaving because she doesn't feel like Oliver trusts her, which is like, how can Dinah really talk? Let's be honest. You're going out without telling anyone that you're meeting with somebody who tried to kill Oliver, and you didn't tell anyone about this. You were being super sketchy, and yet you're surprised that he's upset with you and doesn't trust you. Where's your trust? Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell Oliver? Everybody is a hypocrite. Everybody is talking out of their ass because they don't understand why Oliver's mad, but yet, like, none of them can be trusted. Curtis leaves as well, but let's be honest, we didn't really need Curtis at all, especially on the field. Come on. So the whole group is gone besides Diggle and Felicity, and you know what? Good! I hope they don't come back. I hope they don't reassemble the team because Oliver doesn't need them. The show doesn't need them. The shows never need them. The show has actually been worse with them a part of the group, in my opinion. So I'm glad for this. Evil Laurel kidnapped Quentin Lance, and she's working for Zep from Saw. And you find out that there's like a super villain league going on here, and Laurel is still a part of that, but I did like the moment where she had that moment with Lance, connected with him, and then at the very last minute let him go. I still think there might be hope for Laurel to come back from the dark side, even though it's not our Laurel, it's still a Laurel, and it's still Katie Cassidy. So I'd much rather have her here than anyone else, or that Dinah, or even Felicity. I don't care about Felicity and Oliver being married, whatever. But overall, I'm not blown away by what I'm seeing on these shows. Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Did you like these episodes more than I did? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!